introduced me to this, told me about Bennett. Was like, you need these things and so on. At my workplace, taxes were disturbing us all the time. You are calling that money that's 400 million, they tell you things you did fine. So at the beginning of this course, they told us that there are two things that you can't dodge that are compulsory: taxes and death. Yeah. Even if you don't pay, but you have to file. So that thing was really disturbing us. So I advised them to do so. They used not to file them. Then also I learned more about IFRIS. Okay, we had all those things. They used to dodge IFRIS if they're dealing with contracts, those government things and so on. Yeah, they also used to eat those taxes. Okay, they put VAT, but then when the money comes in, they don't pay. They eat, so it piles up, end up with 700 million. They end up getting again loans to pay, to pay URA. And then I was like, one day in a meeting, I was like, what are you going to do to stop this? Yeah. So they got away. Now they removed the VAT money and they paid immediately. Yes.
Hey, that's a good experience. And cloud. That means you're creating change and impact in your workspace.
Though I left. Yeah, because they really had no systems. Okay, I was there, but then there was no career growth and so on. I've been there for some time, like 8 to 10 years. But then they had no accounting system. Yeah, so I was there advising them, but then me, I wasn't growing, I wasn't getting anything. Yeah. So when I upgraded my degree and then came here, I was saying like, yeah, I think I was comfortable in that place. I had settled for years, yet I needed to know more about accounting and so on. So even accounting, I started it in class, but then yeah, it's more practical, you know. Okay, when you're there, I think you cram to pass exams. Now you come that I have to debit this, I have to credit this, just to pass exams and get to degree and so on. But here, yeah, I'm glad they gave us some assignments to, okay, she challenged us. They didn't tell us to prepare, but then they come and said, what I want to prepare, what I want to debit. So I had to understand what it's all about. And then the job also got that they have the system, QuickBooks and so on. So it was easy for me to blend in, to learn very fast. So if I didn't come here, then I think I would have taken long to go through that. Then I also got to know, okay, studied taxes and so on, about income taxes, the rental, income tax. Though they told us how to advise other people, how they can do it, though it is not advisable, but then sometimes.
No, tax avoidance is advisable. You manipulate the law to get the best out of it, and I'm not afraid to talk about it in public. If you listen to most of the TV shows I'm on and all, you realize that I'm an advocate of tax avoidance. Because the tax system is out here to break the poor, if I may put it. So it's the onus is on the entrepreneur to also break the tax system. But to break the tax system, you must first know the tax law. So for you to steal, you must understand where you're going to steal from.
You know, to be called.
Yeah, so there is a lot of ways, okay? And what we've told you is just a tip of the iceberg. When you start to read tax, it consumes you, it's addictive. Because each time, if you're a scholar and you know you're studying it for employment purposes, it's addictive. Then when you sometimes can become tax itself. But when you're a business person and you focus on your business category, you'll be amazed at what exemptions or what avoidance levels are there. But it takes personal initiative to say, okay, I'm interested. I was joking with my friend. I was talking so much about tax, so they would shoot me questions randomly on shoots. So without giving me space to, prepare. So they gave me a script. And I stuck to the script. So I read and revised the script. So when I go on shoots, I realized other employees of theirs came around because they were interested in it. So what happened was, now everybody started to say, what about this? What about this? So the conversation started to grow and the cameraman was interested. Okay? Now I'm on spot, I'm on camera, so I have to answer. In that moment, I transition into my simulation, if I should call it. I was simulated into tax. So in that moment, in my brain, I start to birth everything I know about tax. Once I reset, you can't even stop me. So you ask me this, I tell you. Ask me that, I tell you. I tell you the tax law, the law applicable, everything. So I keep going and going until you realize, okay, this lady will not stop talking. Because it is something I'm passionate about and something I have invested heavily into. So after I finished, they were there joking, and a friend who took me there told me, "What is? Do you have a doctorate in tax?" I told them I don't even have any qualification in tax. I self-taught, okay? And if you self-teach, that's the best qualification you get. Because the education system, like she said, in Uganda, and I can say it anywhere, just train slaves, modern slaves for employment behind that desk. So you cram, you get a qualification, you get the paper. So you apply, and then they give you a job according to your paper. So you get behind the desk, so you cram that particular portion of your work. Then you go through life, then you die. Yeah? But if you have, you move it a notch, the people that come here know, it's like a mindset change, yeah? So if I tell you, I've told you, but please make a return, and you don't know, then you are not in the right place in the first time. But at the end of the day, the goal is to have you love what you've come out to do, and then do it. So I encourage all of you who are here, for whatever reason you came from, please, I don't even know how you started this course and you finished it without a compendium. Where are they?
Soft copy.
I don't know if I'll ever understand anything in soft copy. Somehow I have to even these things on the class. I don't know, madam, we're going to be running this. I can't. I think I'm so ATS. If I don't have a pen and a paper, and this is how I read. I read while summarizing. So I read, understand the concept, and I rewrite it. Yeah, my way. It's a good way to learn. You understand? For me, that's how you read, understand, then rewrite. When you rewrite, you're rewriting it in your head and to never go away. Yeah, so that's the idea.
The other thing is, I learned the importance of record keeping. Even if you have a small business, at least have records. Because there is that spin-out for not keeping records. So at our former workplace, there were no records. So I also took them through. So I left them there. Now they're keeping their records. So they're not used there. And they're trying. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. Wow. Isn't that extremely impactful?